Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Skies. Today's beverage is a very nice rooibos or red bush tea. So welcome back to the game, and previously we were devoting our time, energy and money to Lilith, the saviour of mankind here, and they're one of our governors, and well, apparently it says rise to power Lilith, saviour of mankind. If you get this to the top, it will be a win state. However, is it a ruse? It occurred to me that maybe this is not something we want to do. Either way, the fun is in finding out, and we are going to focus on that. That means, however, getting more cities. Cities means conquering, that's the mode we're in. So let's see how we get on. In terms of our fleet, we do have a couple of reactionary Sparrowhawks, which I'm only going to use in anger if we absolutely need them. Our main fleet is over here, and we have one, two of the bumblebees, and then several of the bluebirds, which is fast becoming one of my most enjoyed vessels. I think just lasers are cool. And anyway, yes, we also managed to take over everything on the very far left. We do have a Titan Bladeweed to deal with, which is a gigantic carnivorous plant capable of shredding entire ships with its razor-sharp leaves. Locals give it a wide berth. No surprise there. We also have things like aerial jellies if we really want to take that on, and we've got turtle doves, which I think if we take those out, one of our heroes will not like that. That doesn't feel like a lie, but well, it's a big list here. Yeah, -30 from the destruction of turtle doves. Okay. Memory serves well for a change. Either way, let's go ahead, and I'm going to probably take out the Titan Bladeweed. I think that's something that we're going to look at. We need to obviously take over some more cities here, and once again, our research is absolutely excellent. Let's go with -25% sailor maintenance cost. Yeah, we got loads of research. It's absolutely flying up. We did manage to cure plagues and all sorts of things in the previous one, so that's good. Shrine to Lilith, 2,200 for that one. We actually got this leveled up quite a bit. The problem that we had is that there was some spy actions, and I don't know what the best option for that is. Okay. We also are liked as well. Rep is 73. Either way, let's go ahead and head over to our main city for its wise, and you can see how slow these things are. I might end up retiring the bumblebee. The reason I'm very hesitant... Oh, we've actually got 3 bumblebees. The reason I'm very hesitant to do it is because, quite frankly, of how well trained the crew is. Most of them have got at least 2 out of 3 medals, so there's good accuracy, which is what we've applied on those medals. Anyway, select research once again, and let's see, double fleet supply limit, we've already got that one done. We've got torpedo damage, which I've not actually built. Guided missiles, which is just it's just too expensive. Let's go with, for the next research, what's just fundamentals? I haven't got turrets. Let me pick up turrets. It feels like we're just going to end up researching absolutely everything by the time the game is not even halfway done. But yeah, we'll see how we fare on that one. In terms of diplomatic relations, the North is, I was going to say, a problem. Not in terms of its volatility, is that a word? Anyway, they're all sort of allied or defensed up together. They're not fighting, which is... Oh no, actually, wait, there is a bit of a war going on here. Okay. This is over at the Sea of Tendrils. Looks like they are doing a bit of fighting there between the checkered one as well as the green pointer, whatever you want to call those. I'm sure in the diplomacy thing we'll see a bit better. But anyway, select research once again, because that's apparently all we do these days. We've got options for... We've got computers already unlocked, mech spiders, or fleet resupply speed. Actually, that is pretty much one we should have gone for sooner rather than later. And let's see about taking out the Titan Bladeweed. Oh wait, let's pause it for a moment, because I do have enough for another Shrine to Lilith, which again, it feels like a bit of a ruse, like it's going to go all kinds of wrong, but well, it is what it is, and we've not got a win or any sort of end game status, shall we say, from this one. We've done things like the cultist ones where we, like pray to some sort of elder god and win air quotes that way. But yeah, anyway, a defecting merchant, a merchant from Hatwick, which is, where is Hatwick? It is over here, the red guy here, asking for asylum, promising to pay you handsomely. I'm going to accept them and they pay us, but I'm guessing it's going to pop up and say yes. The merchant you took from Hatwick turned out to be a thief. They demand you return him and the money you paid him. Return the thief only, return him and the money. I'm going to return the thief only, and they've got grievances, which I don't care about because we were going to invade those at some point anyway. Yeah. How we're doing for this one? We are alright. We do need more supplies though. I'm looking at the very top right here. When you mouse over, you can see there's like a little line that goes up to indicate the amount of supplies we need to get there, but we need to have the same to get back. We are getting close to that one, and it feels like that's about right. Yeah, let's go with there you go. Research completed. Automated supply systems. Plus 50 fleet supply speed. Let's have in. Let's see. Experimental laboratory, and let's go with suspendium disruptor as well because, well, why not? It's not something we often build because it's $5,000 if I remember rightly. It is very expensive to get. Oh yeah, you can tell that the supplies have been improved there. Okay, over to the Titan Bladeweed and take this guy out. We're not currently at war with anyone, so I don't have any problem doing this. Just going to double check. Is shrines, can we place anywhere else? Probably over here. No, we've got a shrine there. I can see the symbol. Shrine there. It's only in cities you can build them rather than these town hamlets, smaller ones. So let's see. It's us versus the Titan Bladeweed, and yeah, I really don't want to get close to that thing. Where we are now is probably fine, so we'll say start, and, well, okay. Where is the, where is the negative of just sitting here? I don't see it. I am going to have to get a little bit closer with the bumblebees because they are, well, quite a short range thing, even though they are very effective. Okay, the whole thing is unfolding, and oh, I think we managed to take it out. It's gone. Okay, that's actually off. That's fine. That's fine. Victory, and we've gained 500 generic currency and +4 reputation. And let's head back over to Wise, and we can see that that says stress has gone up due to the structure of biological nest. Oh, okay. But experience has gone up. Anyway, experimental laboratory is now done, and now we're doing advanced suspendium weapons. And let's see, experimental lab, extra research and -10 reputation. I truth be told, I really don't need. I don't need the research. It's just happens to be how we've. Yeah, it's the track we've walked down together. Anyway, let me go ahead and check out this guy, and that's a bit of a problem. They are in a defensive pact with them. Okay, what is the best way of dealing with that? Let me go to View City. They've only got one ship and appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 curiously shaped buildings. Leave that one for now. Over to Toulon, View City, and again some really tiny vessels there, actually facing backwards. They've got Gatling guns. Alright, well, I'm totally fine with that. Select research, and let's go with, can't believe I've not actually got this over here, extra ammo storage or reduction in flammability. We did discuss this one previously. I wasn't really sure which one to pick. Because we don't really use, well, at the moment, a lot of ammo. I'm going to go with flammability. Let's go with the one that I have. Yeah, 40% research needed because minus 40% research needed because of Onderon already have this technology. Okay, and I want to go back over to here, but it's going to take a while to do that because of our supplies. Do we have any more? Any more medals to hand out? No, we can't furnish medals to people. That's fine. What's this here? Gold mine. Yeah, that's fine. We've also got a famous doctor. Sick bays can revive dead crew and heroes recover from injuries much faster. It's a shame we don't have any sick bays anywhere along our entire fleet. It's just how it is. I shall also probably unpause it if I actually want the game to continue and our supplies to go up. We're needing quite a number of supplies, 152. In order to get there. There's another research complete. Seems like that is a common thread these days. Gatling gun and rifle damage plus 50%, or clip minus 50% Gatling gun and rifle aim and clip. No, extra construction speed is the way we're going to go forward on this one, I think. Yeah, why not? Why not? And how we're doing for Lilith. Lilith is 50% for whatever they happen to do at the end. Like I say, the fun is in finding out. Your Empire's merchants have been pushing their advantage with Onderon, leading to multiple complaints. Ignore. Yeah, we don't need to bother with that one. And how we're doing for this. Right, we can finally send our very slow fleet over here. I just realised we've got 5,000 generic units of currency. Okay, shall we build something? I mean, the answer is yes. Build ship. What can we build and what's worth close to that? We've got the J, which, ooh, it is a torpedo and clockwork hussar vessel. We've got the Robin, which is not that one. Red Start. Planes. Ooh, the Starling. And that is, oh my god, yeah, it's that thing. The memory comes flooding back where we've just got a sponson vessel with these ammo store hanging down. It wasn't the most effective is the most diplomatic term I can use for that entire thing. The Vampire is not one of us. One of our vessels, should I say. Partridge, no. Owl, no. Oh, you know what we'll build? You know what's really, really good? It's the it's the Pigeon. It was one of the best vessels. Can't even finish that sentence. Absolutely useless. I do want to revisit this, by the way. But that's a future me problem. I'm going to go with... You know what I'm going to go with? I think I'm going to go with the... Maybe not the Owl, Osprey. That was actually surprisingly effective, the Osprey, with this mechanical tentacles. It did really surprise me. Or, okay, there's the Honeybee, which is... It's basically a mixture of the Bumblebee and the Blackbird. No, Bluebird. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with... You know what? I'm sort of going back and forward, but at the end of the day, truth be told, I want some aerial torpedoes in the game. I'm going to build one of those. I'm going to build two of those. This is the J. It's something we don't normally build because it is quite expensive for what it is. It's mainly the aerial hussars that are the really expensive one. But with the money that we're getting, 145 generic units of currency per tick, and considering the way the game is going, I think we'll be okay. That's extra construction speed. Cannons don't explode or reload time. I'm going to go with... How many cannons do we have? None. What's the point? Lost killer Marines. Actually, wait, let me double check that, because that's had to select elite infantry and then it's gone with reduction reload speed. I think it defaults the top. Anyway, that's the way it's going, so that's fine. Police station, which is reduction in unrest. Ministry of Security... spy agency, university. Yeah, because we really need that. I think I'm actually going to go with... research is done. Are we just going to invade sooner rather than later? My problem is as soon as we advance, we're going to get jumped on by two navies. Let me check out this. Just over here. Yeah, this entire peninsula is what we want to take over. Okay. Well, we do have the Jays and the Sparrowhawks. We will split those up, to be fair. So you can go over there. Only enough to get there. I only need to send over the J's, and the J's are just as fast as everything else in the game that I've built. To be fair, the Sparrowhawks are really fast. It's just the other stuff is basic. Diplomatic delegation, yes. Attracted by the development of elite infantry, Captain Jacob is available. Let's have a quick look at Captain Jacob, fueled by pride. Okay, where can you buy that? And it says extra fleet speed, extra fire rate, and minus fleet command cooldown. It has burst of speed. They have burst of speed. They're just pixels. Burst of speed, last stand, and suspendium supercharging, which is temporary double lift. Extra bonuses from victory. However, if you lose, it's all kinds of bad. I'm going to hire them because I like the additional speed for a fleet, and it is fleet-wide. What on earth am I going to equip them? Equip them? Put them on. All the bumblebees have got peoples. I can probably put them on the J, but I think they need to be docked up, yeah. So they're going to head down, and once they're in Thulu, we'll go from there. Looks like the J is getting built here. That's all fine. Going to save this money up, by the way. Oh! Incoming enemy fleet. Oh, it's an Elder Dragon. There. To. There. Enjoy the trip. I'm not even gonna bother stopping it. Can I intercept them? Look how quick they are. I can easily intercept them with the Sparrowhawks, but these are boarding vessels, and you can't board. You can't board this thing, so it's not going to happen. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're just going to attack Vault Vale, so it's not really a problem. Raided. There you go. Defences. Nothing. Building. Silent Watcher. More of a technical, we've done something, rather than actually being efficient at it, but whatever. Let's see about getting a captain over here, and it's going to be this one. So it is assigned captain, and it's Captain Jacob. Welcome aboard. And there are no printing presses in Hatwick, but your agent suggests you could smuggle some to malcontents to the Empire to provoke unrest. I mean, we're going to invade them anyway, so I'm just going to ignore it. We don't need it in our lives. Alright. So we are here. We are pretty much done. There's Wasp Killer Marines now researched. Let me go ahead and see about reduction in steel armor weight. That would mean we could go higher and go faster. I think if I'm going to use steel, I'd rather use its properties of steel to basically stop stuff. So we're going to go with steel armor and blast absorption, which is good. And now Demetrios Iphon has become more experienced. Forced labour. Don't really need to do that. Right, declare war, and you can see they've reacted to me. However, their neighbour, which if I double check now, we are at war with, has not come at me. That is quite telling, actually. What it means is they're not overly positioned to attack. Combat resolution victory, your loss is none, their loss is the Nebuchadnezzar. I could automatic result this, but I'm not going to, which is probably a downside. The reason for it is I just want to see torpedoes getting launched. Oh, I think they've surrendered straight away. Yeah, they surrendered straight away. Okay, brutal takeover. We know how this goes. And they're now running. Okay. I'm just going to go direct. I'm going to go direct towards Hatwick. We take Hatwick, they can't build up their fleet. More research here. We got flammability for high pressure jelly or the high temperature jelly. We've got in extra aeroplane HP or aeroplane dodge speed and maintenance cost reduction. It says aeroplane. Will that be hussars as well? I do not know. Got torpedoes. Let's pick up guided missiles. Why not? Again, the sort of research stuff is like technically done these days. Again, fight manually. I think it's just going to be a case of they'll give up, and oh, maybe not. They have 2 vessels these days. Let me manoeuvre this other one a little bit closer. We can see the bluebirds are absolutely raking with their weapons here. Oh look, I was going to say the torpedoes are coming in, but it's Vic and Terry brutal takeover, and headed to Hatwick. Foreign sorcerers have disrupted magical powers of Lilith. Ah, no, that's a shame. Your plans for world domination are set back. Yes, they are. Okay, I might have to go with more security in that one. Fight manually. Start. Is there anything I can activate on these? Smoke screen. Sudden storm. Push back all enemy ships. Hysterical blindness. Might as well reduce the accuracy of all ships. Say ships, I think it also affects, yeah, also buildings as well. So their ships have gone. Completely gone. There is, yay, our aerial torpedoes heading in. Always nice to see. Always nice to see. I mean, unlucky for them, because it's going to go a bang. And... oh no, they're not torpedoes. They're hussars, are they? Yeah, clockwork hussars. I think they are. Either way, they're heading back and forward. And there's explosions going on. The bumblebees are heading their way in. I'm going to flank with that one there. Bit of magic. And sudden storm's not going to help. Double time. And flank. We've got double flank going on here. Bring this down. Bring this down. I think it's game anyway. Yeah, victory. And brutal takeover. So, that's Hatwick now taken. And for this, we will take another shrine to Lilith. Another large port. And I'm going to pause it for a moment. We've had at least 2, perhaps even 3 setbacks. For the spies. Police station. No. Ministry of Security. 536 generic units of currency. A tireless watchful eye on everybody. Minus 15 unrest in all towns and cities. Plus spy defense and minus research. Well, the latter I really couldn't care about because we've pretty much unlocked everything in the game. And, it appears that the bluebirds have been... some of them anyway, have gained more experience. So we're just going to assign some medals. There we go. Another bit of research done. Like I say, I think we're pretty much maxed out on research. Let's go with more direct damage for the flamethrowers. Yeah, that's fine. So, award medal to the ship. This is a level 3 medal. We've not actually got one of these, but we're going to go again with accuracy. I'm not going to be too concerned over the overall look of the medal. I'm just going to save that one, an award. So once again, some research completed. More news at 11. Let me go to select research, and I don't even know what is left to pick up. I guess it is mech spiders. We're really on the more advanced side of things now, and we're still also running tier 0 technology, and you can obviously see how effective that can be. Anyway, over to here, and so their ally, which is Talon or Thlon or whatever you want to call it. Words are difficult. Yeah, basically they're coming over to here and trying to defend against me. We can see power is increasing for Lilith, and it's the Age of Piety. Great religious revival, should I say, sweeps the land. Holy sites have been sprung up in Tibia, Lubbock, and Tuppington, which is a lovely name. Reduction in unrest, and yes, end the age in your favour by controlling all holy sites. Let me click OK, pause it for a moment, and double check. So Tibia we can take because we are at war over here. Tuppington we have this little island one. That's a quite nice one, that one. And Lubland, which we're already taking as well. So basically, we're going to get this one done. Let me go with fight manually, because it says we're not going to get any destruction. So start the fight, because I want to... I like the way that the first shot blew up the suspendium chamber on that thing and it fell out the sky. Brutal takeover, fine, okay. And we do have the holy site here. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to do a bit of a circle around. Select research. Seems like I keep saying that, and that's because it's true. And going to go with extra. We got rocket accuracy, or we've got fire 4 small rockets for extra damage. I mean, we'll go with the latter because it sounds like fun. And over to Stinex. And yes, Hatwick, we are going to go with Ministry of Security. Is that the case? No, we'll build the Ministry of Security closer to home, if that's where we started. And that is extra spy defense. It's the spy defense that we really need, to be fair. That's the problem if we're going to go with Rise to Power, which I think that's the one we're going to go with. I am going to set automatic result on that one and go with a brutal takeover, and they've lost stuff there. A merchant from Underrunners asking for asylum. Pay you handsomely. I will say accept. And they've got grievances. I really don't care. Over to Talon here, and this is going to be probably a win. Oh, actually, a victory, but I'm going to lose Bluebird. Fight manually then, because I don't believe that to be the case. And let's head over here. So their standard defences are actually quite large. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to go with smoke screen and a flank, and I'll flank back there because that's what flanks are. And hysterical blindness for everybody. There's all of the magic there, and I do want to like another flank, and there we go. And also double time, which is increased speed but also reload speed, so we're firing a bit faster. So the other stuff I'm obviously not moving. You can see all of the cannons on these things have span around to focus on the stuff at the back because it's obviously closer. Speaking of cannons, the turret on the top there has just exploded, and speaking of explosions as well, there's quite a number of that. There's a lot going around, and appears to be that's breaking, that's breaking, that's breaking. Everything is pretty much going down here, and oh, hang on, wait. Oh. Ooh. Don't know if you saw there, but the aerial torpedo exploded right in front of our vessel, and that's going to be another brutal takeover there. And research is done. Let me go ahead and go with airplane speed and dodge. I mean, you know, if you're going to do airplanes, that's probably the way forward. There's aerial jellies, giant bees, and a colossal tarantula around this place. Yeah, okay. Let me just unpause again. We're going to do a full loop around here. We can see that Tuppington has been turned over to this other person, which they're pretty much gone. I don't even know what you call their empire, nation. Talon, it's a combination of these three now. They are much weaker. We can make peace. Why would we? I guess I'll just unpause it and see about going over here. Obviously, because we have done brutal takeover, it's a little bit of an issue there. Let's go ahead and go for... do you want to go for a spy agency? Trains, coordinate spies, factories, increase income and production. That's fine. Large port. I don't know why we haven't got a port over here. Let me just pick that up. And we can resolve the age of piety in your favour. Not at the moment, I can't. Over to research, because I just cancelled it. And what are we going to pick up? I mean, is there anything I'm missing? Gatling guns. Go with damage. And over to Tibia. So, yeah, that's fine. I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted to get rid of the bumblebees, but is there any point? They're so useful. So useful. Anyway, take that out. And automatic result accepted. Brutal takeover. That's going to be 2 of the 3 shrines. Holy sites. There's Gatling gun rifle damage. Got extra torpedo damage. Yeah, that's good. Steel armor blast absorb. We got the one. What is there to pick up? There probably is something. I'm going to go spy defense. Because we don't need the research bonus. Lilith, Savior of Mankind, almost halfway to the win state. That's that spy defense. Do I need to select any more research? Is that ship sort of sailed now and we're not really bothered with it? Just double a quick scan. I think it's pretty much a completed one. I'm not going to devote any huge amount of time to that. Okay, so I need to go to Tuppington. That's the main thing that we're looking at now. Can I just send the Sparrowhawks to it? I could. But it feels like stealing thunder from our main fleet who's been doing all of the work. So maybe I don't. I don't want experimental lab, logistics, large shipyard, fleet. I mean, obviously I will go with Shrine to Lilith. And don't need a university. Shrine to Lilith there's fine. Logistics is all good. Okay. Build like ports and stuff in places where we can get a bit more money. Shrines there. No, it's just taking time to, yeah, get that one fleeted up. Maybe in Toulon I go with maybe a logistics centre. I think so. Logistics centre. John Prolix died due to stress. Okay, that's a thing, right? How curious. Dies on reaching 100 stress. A lot of that going around. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to go back to Toulon and see if we can fleet up. Yeah, I think so. Attracted by the construction of a city upgrade, Mathilda is available for recruitment. We've seen them before. No. Various rumours of misdeeds of Onderon have been circulating and gaining traction. Ignore them. Are these guys fighting? They are fighting. They've taken over a lot of space. Okay. Alright. Well, I think we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Airships Conquer the Skies. We've managed to do exactly what we set out to do, which was take over this area. The only place that we've got left to do and to take out is to Tuppington. Once we've done that, we can resolve the era in our favour. A mad scientist is coming to attack us. They love coming from this continent to us. I don't know what it is about them, but yeah, good luck to them. We've seen these mad scientists before, actually. They've got that weird robotic technical armed thing, which we can't deal with the Sparrowhawks. We do have nearly 7,000 generic units of currency. Like I say, our main goal is to win via the rise to power. Lilith, the saviour of mankind. Not actually one that way, but that's why we're doing it. Next episode, maybe the last. I was going to say hopefully. I don't mean that in a bad way, like, oh yeah, we're finally finishing the game, but hopefully it will be a win via, let's say, this one. We will go ahead and take Tuppington. There's nothing really to worry about there. Take that, and then if we need to attack, well, let's check out the diplomacy over here in the next one. As always, we have enjoyed the episode and the series as it is thus far, and comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and that's a colossal tarantula. Generic partings.